What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of BSing Sports. So Bill and I had discussed over the weekend that we were going to do a little bit more impromptu shows, 10 minutes kind of like throughout the week, just to discuss things that had gone on in sports. I have here with me Tim. He's going to join me for this first impromptu session. Welcome aboard, Tim.
Thank you for having me.
Today's topic, the Phillies had a great game yesterday. Alec Boehm is starting to look like the Cardinal killer here, especially in this series. He's driven in all 3 runs in the whole series. So, his bat's coming in really clutch right now. We'll discuss a little bit more about him. And then, Kyle Gibson, knowing that we had a bullpen game coming up, this game gave absolutely the start that we needed to have yesterday. So, we're just going to do a quick 10 minutes, and then we're going to go enjoy the game, watch the game like everybody else. Tim, go ahead and give me your breakdown on the game last night. Got everything we needed.
So I watched most of it. I missed a couple innings in between, like the 6th and 8th. So, but Kyle Gibson, like you said earlier, absolutely threw a gem.
Yeah.
He went out there, gave us how many innings was it? 8 or 7?
7 innings, 84 pitches. So my question to you is, do you think they pulled him a little early?
Absolutely.
I disagree. I knew that, I figure most people would be like 84 pitches, that's not enough. But let's think about the fact that in his last start, Kyle Gibson got tagged for 4 consecutive home runs. Kyle Gibson is definitely on the downslide, and the same point that I make with him is the same point that I usually make with Nola. Nola was on the downslide. He'll have that great start, and then people will be like, well, we should let him go longer. No, man. Get his confidence back up. Let him spin his 7 scoreless, especially because it was still 0-0 at that point in time. And it's more about the long game. It's not about this one game. It's about the long game. And I think this will do wonders for Kyle Gibson's confidence going forward.
Well, yeah, you make an excellent point. But I just think that with knowing they're having a bullpen game today, they should have wanted to at least start the 8th, and then if they gave up a base runner, get him out immediately.
Yeah. See, the difficult part with that is because it was 0-0 at the time. If he gets tagged for a solo home run, all of his hard work is undone.
I get your point. I get it.
So everything that he could have, anything that he could have done, it just would have been
undone.
And
yesterday. So
welcome aboard, Bill. Sorry I didn't give you the invite. I figured you were still shooting 18. I was going to do it by myself, but I figured I'd invite Tim on, get a second opinion. Some 10 minutes real quick. Sorry, I'm still waking up. I had a great night last night. Back to baseball though, and then like I touched on earlier, Alec Boehm become the Cardinal killer here in the series. 2 solo shots off Waino in the first game, and then the sac fly in the top of the 9th. I made the point that he, until Bryce Harper is back, needs to be the number 3 hitter, and when Bryce Harper comes back, he needs to be the number 4 hitter. Here's why. Yes, Castellanos profiles better as a 4 hitter. However, there's one key metric that Alec Boehm, we've touched on a billion times in this show, does better than anybody else on that team. He hits with runners in scoring position. Yep. Kyle Schwarber's hot. Rhys Hoskins is getting on base. Bryce Harper will do his thing when he comes back. There's no point in wasting these guys for Nick Castellanos to come up and hit a ground ball double play. Until Nick Castellanos can get right, you might as well put the guy that can hit with runners in scoring position when runners are in scoring position.
It could also help Nick Castellanos go dropping down on the lineup to see better pitchers, really.
Yeah, in all honesty, like with a completely healthy lineup, I would have it go Schwarber, Rhys, Harper, Boehm, Castellanos, Realmuto, and then
that number 4 hitter. It's like. Nowadays, it's not a big deal if you're going to be a big home run hitter nowadays. If you make contact, you're going to be there. That's how I look at it.
I don't care if Boehm hits 20 home runs all season or 15. The fact that he's hitting over 300 in his career with runners in scoring position in the spot in the lineup that we expect them to drive runs in, that kind of is what means something to me. Something about the way that he simplifies the game when there's runners in scoring position. The moment's never too big for him. So I would like to see that lineup adjustment. I kind of understand, the point of keeping him where he's at in the lineup. Don't fix what ain't broken, but at the same time, you got to at least try it.
A little bit. If Nick Castellanos can't get on, so you got to change it up a little bit. Exactly. I get your point.
Yeah, I would totally change it up. And then Corey Knebel.
Man.
Huge 9th inning yesterday.
No lie.
I thought we were doomed. nobody.
Right after the first batter he walked, I'm like, oh man.
Well, let's talk about that. So, first batter he faces, the first two pitches that he throws were strikes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That were called balls. I mean, the batter went up there and looked at three straight strikes, and the count was 2-1.
Yep.
That's got to be demeaning for a pitcher, especially of Corey Knebel, who has had a rough go of it in the ninth inning in save situations. So, you kind of look at it as a Phillies fan, and you're like, here we go again. He's going to unravel. He's going to fold. And then you got Alec Bohm making the critical error there in the ninth. So now we're at first and third, nobody out, with Nolan Arenado at the dish.
Nolan Arenado made a great at bat. I think Knebel threw 10 pitches against him.
Yeah, it was a fight.
3-2 knuckle curve. It was so good. I would have looked at it.
Yeah, I mean, that shows me, that's one of those small adjustments similar to what we were talking about with the lineup that has helped Knebel greatly. He's not a full-time closer anymore. He doesn't have to worry about it. He went out, he figured out how to trust his stuff again, and lo and behold, it worked out for him. First and third, nobody out in May with Knebel on the mound, we lose.
No doubt.
We lose.
Yep, the next batter against
and then this past game, he made all the right pitches. Rhys Hoskins made a fantastic play to hold the runners.
And it was a smart play by Stott, too.
Yeah, to go run and cover first. Yep. Exactly. That's exactly what should have happened, especially because the pitcher kind of gave up on the play anyway. So, that little shame on Corey Knebel for that. But at the same time, it all worked out. Hoskins made the exact read and the exact plays that he was supposed to make. So the entire game yesterday, couldn't have unfolded.
Let's go talk about that runner on third base on that play against Rhys. Would you have sent him? First contact, you normally move him 1 out.
Yeah, with 1 out, I probably would have sent him.
Same.
Especially because as the base coach, I know you have a split second to react, but you can assume that there's going to be 2 outs, that they would go play it first. Assume that in one fashion or another, there's going to be 2 outs. So it's either do you have 2 outs and take the chance that we score a run, or have 2 outs and hopefully somebody gets a 2 out, runners in scoring position, base knock, but we need a game. I probably would have sent him just to be a little bit more aggressive. But
that could have been Rhys could have made a bad throw at home, and that could have been a tie game right there. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. Look at Brown throwing at second base.
You got to force them to make the plays.
Yep, exactly.
So that being said, just like I said, we're going to keep it quick right now. Bullpen game today. Nick Nelson starting on the mound. This is where Kyle Gibson going 7 strong yesterday was so crucial because, I mean, Alvarado pitched 1 inning. He didn't throw that many pitches. Knebel's probably, a last resort today, but he saved so many arms. If there was any start that we needed Kyle Gibson to step up, it was this one. So what do you expect from the bullpen today?
I think Nelson got to give at least 3 strong, if not definitely 2.
I would definitely say 2 for sure.
But we got so many arms in there. If you could give 1 an inning, we'd be all right. Like, we got Sir Anthony.
Sir Anthony's available. Bilatti's available. I mean, pretty much everybody, with maybe the exception of Knebel, because he threw a lot of pitches.
Exactly. So. I think it's going to be the whole bullpen game, and it needs to be strong.
Yeah, and it absolutely has to be strong. And the injuries to the starters are killing us for sure. But do they have Realmuto behind the plate today? I didn't get a chance to check the lineup.
I can look at it real quick.
All right. Well, the Phillies are starting out this game strong. Schwarber's on first.
And I don't see Realmuto is behind the plate.
That makes sense because there was a day game yesterday, so he had plenty of rest. But and with Nola going tomorrow, you can assume that Nola is going to keep up his strong outings. He's going to hopefully go 7 innings. That's what you pay him to do. So that being said, like we said, the Phillies are off to a good start, so we're going to go watch the game. Thank you for joining us for our impromptu show. You'll see a little bit more of us throughout the week, talking about the little things, just like what won the Phillies the game yesterday, the little things. So thanks for joining us here at BSing Sports. Tim, do you have any closing remarks?
Go Phils.
Yeah, go Phils.